Good evening, Gemini, and welcome to Three Keys Tarot. We're going to do a 3-card reading for you to see what message or messages come out for the week to come, for the week ahead. So let's go ahead and we're going to pull 3 cards and see what Spirit has to say for you for the upcoming week. Alright, Spirit, what messages Gemini need to hear the most right now for the upcoming week? Remember, this is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, be sure to check out your other readers. If it does resonate with you, please definitely subscribe to my channel. Give the video a like. Let's see what they have to say. The 8 of Tombs. And Tombs in this particular tarot deck are the same thing as Pentacles. So we have the 8 of Tombs popping up here as your first card. And of course, the first card in a reading doesn't make or break the reading. It just kind of gives us a foundation to build off of. So basically, the 8 of Tombs indicates that you need to hone in and like perfect your skills. You know, whatever it is that you've been working on or striving for to make better, now is the time to really zero in on it and kind of like take your time with it and make it how you want it to be. You may already be proficient with it, but you're wanting to be like a master. It's like taking on mastery of something. You know, whether that's your job, you know, a new goal that you have. It could be, you know, a new project that you've wanted to take on, and you feel that you've got, you know, great proficiency. But again, it's now time to work on your mastery for this. It's definitely, you know, calling to you for your renewed focus and your dedication in your studies or your field of work, because, you know, Pentacles is related to money. So whatever this has to do with definitely has something that could bring you, you know, potential profit or income as well. You know, it's a long road to mastery of anything. Like anything to master has a long road of like skill, like mastering it. But in this moment, you're ready for it. Whether you may realize it or not, Gemini, you're definitely ready for it. So definitely prepare for it. Whatever, you know, you may already know this is to come for the start of the week, or it's going to very quickly come into the week as a knowing of, okay, it's time for me to really, really put my hard work and dedication into this for my best mastery and, you know, finest work to come out of it, especially when it comes to any kind of financial abundance for yourself. So let's dig a little deeper and see why the 8 of Tombs is here. Spirit, can I get a clarification on this 8 of Tombs? The 4 of Tombs comes out. Okay. So this is definitely money related. We had the 8 of Tombs come up as the first card, and now the 4 of Tombs popping out as the clarifier here to find out, you know, exactly what the hell this is talking about. So, you know, the 4 of Tombs appears when you're wanting more control in your life. So perhaps you're wanting to master your skills so you can have more financial abundance. Because this is speaking of money here. You know, remember, Tombs are the same thing as Pentacles in a regular tarot deck, or most tarot decks. So you might be micromanaging, or you're not, wanting to change. You could be like resistant to some kind of change here in order to seek that mastery of your skill that you're wanting to come to. And it may be like an overprotective type situation, but that's more like, for a relationship reading. So I'm going to kind of steer away from that. Um, on a personal level, I really feel this is saying you may be inflexible, possibly even willing to hoard money or possessions, right? The big key thing is to remember these earthly possessions, all of these things we can't take with us, when our time comes. Um, you may be so worried about money that you're just like wanting to come up with such an abundance in your life that that's all you're focused on, right? It may be like written all over you. People around you could probably tell your irritability when it comes to this, because your main focus right now is this goal that you have with your financial stability and making the best of it so it will become something that you can stash away for. But also, it comes out in your attitude here with the Four of Tombs. Um, so just be very careful and be mindful of that. That all that you're seeking to gain here isn't everything, that life has for you or what the universe has for you, Gemini. So let's see what the advice is here for the end of the week. Okay, so we have the Four of Moons and the Hangman pop out as bonus cards here. We'll come back to those. So the Ace of Chalices, Ace of Cups. So basically, anything that is coming into your life, something new, something bigger, opportunities, and especially when it comes to perhaps like new romance or, even new friendship, like, or just a kindred connection with someone that is going to help you through this. And it could be through your relationship, like your significant other, right? You could have just started seeing someone, or someone new has recently come into your life that would be able to help make this, what you're wanting to master here, your skills, into reality here for you. Aces are beginnings. So it's definitely either something new that's come in or a new person that's come in with this situation. So it's definitely abundance, love, and creativity. This is something that you're working hard on with, creating, as well as with the abundance, with the financial abundance. If you allow love within yourself to flow through everything that you touch, that you do, that you create, and definitely watch for that new relationship in your life. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean like significant other relationship. It could be meaning like a partnership with someone, right? This is reflecting here on money. This could be speaking of a partnership. You could be going into business partners with someone. I mean, it could be speaking of all of those things. It's going to resonate with you however it resonates. But definitely allow yourself to be open with this connection with another, whether it's romance, new friendship, partnership, starting a business with someone, whatever it is. The advice is here is to be open to that, right? Have an open heart, have an open mind. And that way you're going to be able to work on that financial abundance that you're wanting to gain here. We had 2 bonus cards pop up as well. And the first one that popped out is the Four of Moons. So this is rest before action. You may have been recently through like a very difficult time in your life that could have been very draining, a very toxic situation. But the Four of Moons is here to tell you just kind of take it easy. Take some time to really reflect and meditate on all of this, on you wanting to master your skill for your abundance. Be careful, of course, as I stated, on how you treat others, because right now, again, Gemini, your focus is on this, kind of like how a squirrel stashes its nuts to put away for the winter. That's what your main focus and objective is right now. Definitely be open, to anyone coming in here, to offer any help with this. But at the same time, take some rest. Take some time to meditate on what it is you're wanting to do. Don't push yourself too hard with this week. If you rest your mind, body, and soul, it's going to come to you a lot better and a lot easier and smoother, I feel, Gemini, if you go into it with a more rested mind and body, if that makes sense, and if you've meditated on things. Interesting about this card enough, I started to do the video about 5 minutes or 10 minutes ago before I restarted the video. Had to remake a whole new video. And this is the card that had popped out as card number 1, the first card. Needless to say, I have animals. Video got interrupted. So very interesting that this is definitely a card that Spirit's wanting Gemini to hear. And remember, this is just a general reading. Could be for any Gemini, your sun, moon, or rising signs. Be sure to check those too, right, if this isn't resonating with you. And then we do have a final bonus card here that popped out. We have the Hangman. So, the Hangman could ultimately have 2 different meanings. One meaning take your time with something to sit back and really reflect and think, is this what I want to do? Is this how I want things to go? Meditate on how you want things to go. Or it could be telling you or warning you if you're wasting your time with something. Feeling like you're stuck in a situation, basically, that you can't get out of, is what the Hangman talks about. It is one of the major arcana. So, unsure of what to do next, basically, it's pausing for a moment to take a look at your life like from a new perspective. Surrender your intuition, know when it's time to put things on hold. Very interesting that comes out with the Four of Moons here, for rest, meditation, rest before action. Know when it's time to pause and, just kind of look at things in a new way. So these 2 bonus cards that popped out are definitely going hand in hand together here. And definitely let go of what keeps you stuck, though, in the same patterns. And embrace the new possibilities and outcomes with this situation. Embrace anyone, like I said, any kind of partnership, your significant other or friendship, whatever this is here, business partner that's coming in to make all of this happen. Here's a look at your cards for the week. All right, Gemini. So there is your weekly reading. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and like the video, and you can be updated with new readings when I post them.